What's up, guys? Welcome back to Junkyard Rock Stories. Let's talk about some news, okay? We have a David Coverdale and Whitesnake re-releasing again. We are on blubbermouth.net because I didn't bother to write this article on my Junkyard Rock Stories website. So, David Coverdale is releasing Access All Areas new 8 CD box set that's due in April 1st, April 7th, no, April 25th. Everything is going to be released on April 25th this year. So what do you get here if you buy this, people, ladies and gentlemen? You will get 6 live shows on audio, on CDs. You'll get Live in the Still of the Night, Live in the Shadow of the Blues, Made in Japan, Made in Britain, and Live from the Purple Tour. Now, every single one of these live CDs or live concerts you already saw or heard of, attended, right? I have attended one of the shows from the Live in the Shadow of the Blues tour and one of the Made in Japan tour and possibly Made in Britain tour. So, but that was not all. You all remember Live in the Still of the Night from this beautiful DVD from 2004 that we all had and we all watched like gazillion times. Then you probably remember Made in Japan, Made in Britain, and you probably remember the Purple Tour, because you know what? These things were also released back in the past. Now you're thinking and asking, why is this guy talking about this? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with me? Do you have some problem with this? No, I don't have any problem with this. But I was pretty vocal about David Coverdale doing these re-releases, and I wrote a lot of like articles like this one here or like this one here when I was commenting on this trend that legacy bands are re-releasing their old music catalog, right, or whatever. Now you'll say again, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a CD here or CD there? If you're a legacy band, that's what you do. That's what all legacy bands do, right? A CD here, a CD there, a couple of CDs here because, yeah, it was a long concert or whatever. Yes, of course, I agree with you guys, but let me show you something first. So here's the list that I made. I made it also on the paper, you see, but sometimes I'm old school, but we don't need that because you have it on the screen. This is a list of all the David Coverdale's super duper remastered, re-released, rehashed, reimagined, remixed releases from 2015 until today, so in past 10 years. But believe me, there are more in the past. I didn't want to include them. So 2015 he releases a Purple album. That was an album full of Deep Purple songs that were re-recorded for this purpose. Okay, it counts like a new album, but it's not new music. But never mind. But same year, he releases a special gold edition. There you got like a live CD, which is, if I'm correct, this one here, the 8th CD on this all access box set. Probably not, but anyway, bands played same songs on every concert, so it's probably something like that. Then 2017 comes, Whitesnake album from 87 turns 30. He releases 4 CDs. 4 CDs with, originals, with demos of the demos with strings, demos with castanets, demos with harmonicas, John Sykes' solos, his chattering in the studio, and things like that. On 4 CDs. 4 CDs for you, 4 CDs for me on streaming platforms. Then Unzipped comes 5 CDs, 5, with the songs that are mostly acoustic, like Starkers in Tokyo, acoustic songs from another albums and so. 5 CDs. Same story. Flesh and Blood then, 2019, finally new music, finally a new album worth of music. Great album. I really loved this album. I gave it a great review. It was an album packed with good songs, bangers. I mean, nothing special. It wasn't better than the albums from the 80s, but it was a decent, good record for the band, where the band was at that time, that period then. But 2019 didn't end there, guys. It didn't, because Mr. David Coverdale released 12 more CDs that year. 6 for the Slide It In remaster version and 6 for the Slip of the Tongue remaster, remixed, rehashed, whatever version. So 13 CDs in 1 year. These albums celebrated 35 for Slide It In and 30 years anniversary for Slip of the Tongue. Then pandemic strikes and he's thinking, what should I do now? Let's just put blues songs here, love songs there, and rock songs here, and release 3 more CDs, 3 more compilations. Here's one of it. It's, I think, love songs, because why not? There's a blues one. You know, let's flood the algorithm, let's flood the streaming platforms, and let's give people something to buy from us that's, again, the same as it was before. Now 2022 comes and Mr. D releases Greatest Hits Remastered. That's this one here. I don't really understand the story behind this, because this was released in 1994. You know, you remember because I had a cassette actually. Sweet Lady Luck, extra bonus song. He releases this in 2022. It was like 28 years, not even a 30. I don't really understand this, because I don't get it. So that was it about Greatest Hits. But I made a mistake here. Listen, I forgot about Restless Heart. Re-release in 2021, one CD. So he re-released the album from 1997. That was a cool release for me, because this album was not available on streaming platforms and probably not available in stores. I don't know that. I don't buy CDs because I don't have a place to put them in, because, you know, never mind. But then 2023, still Good to Be Bad. Finally, Good to Be Bad gets its re-release for the 15th anniversary. That album too was nowhere to be found, but instead of releasing only one, he releases 4, because yeah, there was only one option to buy one, but you know, 4 CDs, why not? Super duper box set or whatever. It's this one. And then what do we have then? We had Into the Light solo, 6 CDs, guys, 6 CDs for his solo albums from 2000 Into the Light, and from the 70s when he left Deep Purple and started this David Coverdale's Whitesnake band that later continued as Whitesnake, as you know. 6 CDs of the same stuff, remixed, reimagined, rehashed, something, blah blah blah, and same songs, only this time Into the Light, or these albums maybe were not that, you know, easy to find, so okay. And now 2025, what should we do now? What else should we do? We should release 8 CDs of our beloved live tracks, and that's, guys, a whooping 48 CDs in the last 10 years. I don't know, what do you think about this? I don't understand this. Okay, let's take out Flesh and Blood and Purple album. That gets us to 46 CDs, but I wasn't counting LPs, records. There were also records included in a lot of these packages, and I didn't count DVDs, Blu-rays, stuff like that. I mean, man. And not to mention that what I wrote here about Into the Light, you had 91 songs on Into the Light on these 6 CDs. So 91 here, 70 there, 80 there. There's gotta be like, I don't know, 500 songs or whatever. So imagine listening to this, what is written here. So 6 CDs, just to listen 1 CD per day, it's 6 days, okay. But if you're going all the way on streaming platforms and want to listen to all these songs, 91 songs. I'm talking about Into the Light. I don't know how many songs is this new Access All Areas going to have, but 91 songs, there you have it. But now you'll say, hey, stop talking shit, man. Yeah, I know. Like, I got you, I hear you. And in the end, tell me what you think about these guys. Is this, okay to you? Is this what legacy bands should do? Or is it too much? Because for me, it's too much. I'm not gonna buy any of this crap. I don't need these songs. There's nothing I can, benefit here, except if I want to listen Restless Heart again, or eventually Into the Light, or Still Good to Be Bad, or Good to Be Bad, whatever. But the rest of it, it's just the same old songs, and the same old songs. I don't want to hear Slide It In ever again. I don't want to hear Still of the Night ever again in like dozens and dozens of different versions, if you understand me. And I'm a guy who mostly streams music, and believe me, I never ever stream these albums because I don't want to, listen to for example, disc 1, where they're only remastered songs, and then I don't want my algorithm to pick that up and put me a song from a disc 3 or 6 or 8, which is like a chatter from a studio, or a demo of the demo of the demo of the demo. That I don't want, ever into my algorithm. So I'm basically never listen to all of this, because why would I? I know all the songs. So my point here is, instead of releasing all these repackaged CDs, you could at least put some new songs here and there, And I know that David Coverdale is not in his best shape right now, but again, and he has a problem with his voice, but you know, he was touring in 2022, if I remember last time. He could have, you know, record something new with his crew. Because you see these people, Rap Beach, Joel Hoexter, they're releasing these albums for Frontiers, these, you know, we're recording on, you know, on Zoom recordings. They could do that. They could send you like the finished songs and you could just sing whatever you can sing, like sing a verse per day and you will get a new song, which for me would have much more value than this. And to put one new song on every of these re-releases would be fine. And if you have some songs from the past, you know, from the vault, you could have also put them too, because like this, you know, it really gives me a feeling that all of this, what he's doing with his re-releases, rehashed, reimagined, whatever things, is a pure rock and roll cringe. That's what I think, but I want to hear you guys, so let me know in the comments, and see you next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do what you want to do, and see you. Bye bye.